morning and welcome to ZEAL's earnings call. 2021 has been a strong year, especially considering the jackpot environment. Let me quickly explain how jackpot influence our business in two ways. High jackpots and peak jackpots in particular drive billings with our existing customer base, as well as acquisition volumes of new customers. Last year we had only 3 jackpots, while in the year before we had 11 jackpots. And this makes enormous difference. In such an environment, we have kept our business stable and strongly improved our profitability. The post-merger synergies and the optimization work of the last 24 months have been fully transparent in last year. We have also made our customer happy with record numbers in customer satisfactions, and one customer in particular won the highest prize ever paid out by ZEAL, 50 million euros. We've also prepared ourselves to expand not only our core brokerage business, but invested in additional future growth opportunities. For example, we have launched our second charity lottery, the Dream House Lottery. We have applied for a license in games. We have launched our first B2B partnership deal with LOTTO Hessen for instant win games. And we have successfully renegotiated our contract with our Spanish partner, ONCE. I mentioned the impact on jackpot. This has also influenced our market share development. At high jackpot times, we gain market share. At low jackpot times, we sometimes lose a little bit, partly because our internet customer adjust their playing behavior more than offline customer, and partly because we adjust our marketing spending more radically to the jackpot situation than the state lotteries do. We do that purposefully to optimize the efficiency of our marketing spend. Over the long run, our goal is to grow our market share significantly. However, in 2021, we saw a small drop from 41 to 39%. Let me give you a brief update on the outlook on regulation. The new gambling state treaty took effect on 1st of July last year, and it will run at least to 2028. We see new business opportunities for us in games and potentially sports betting. The opportunity we're focused on right now is to launch games. We expect to receive our games license later in the second quarter. We will offer games to our customers that are tailored to our lottery players. We know from past experience, as well as from international lottery market, that this is a good growth opportunity. And finally, we expect an extension of our broker permit before the summer this year. Let's now move to the financial sections. Revenues and income from jackpot insurance are flat despite the terrible jackpot situation we had in 2021. On the cost side, we were more successful. Staff costs fell by close to 13% or 2.8 million, driven by 2 factors. Slightly fewer people in the organization, but more important, the re-evaluation of the employees' long-term incentive plan. We have continued to invest in customer acquisition, but last year on a much lower scale, creating a positive short-term financial impact. Other operating costs has been significantly reduced by more than 5 million, which has quite an impact on the profit level. The stable revenue in combination with a reduced cost base has led to an adjusted EBITDA, which has literally gone through the roof with a close to 120% increase and now at 27.7 million. Net profit after taxes are at 11.4 million. Also, this is a very solid number. In comparison to last year, we have reversed interest income for the pending VAT case in line with the decision from the Federal Constitutional Court, and this year we also have a more normal tax charge. Let me now give you a bit more insight on some important KPIs. Our billings grew by 4 million to 656 million, which I'm satisfied with considering the jackpot or the low jackpot situation we experienced throughout the year. We have not met a double-digit growth, that is our aim, but looking at history, it seems like we're having great jackpot years every other year, like in 2018 and 20, followed by weak years in 19 and 21. Gross margin which is telling us how much we keep or what turns into revenues, is in line with last year at 12.2%. Our gross margin also has a strong correlation to jackpot situation, since we are in high jackpot situation able to sell more high margin or premium products. In other words, margin tends to be high when the environment is favorable and the other way around when the jackpot is low, like it was last year. On this slide, we have highlighted net cash and new registered customers. Net cash is now at 72 million, up 11%, mostly thanks for the earnings we made in the year. As I said, even if we are confident to ultimately win the VAT case, we've indicated that the remaining VAT cash exposure is approximately 23 million. Let's now talk about acquisition of new customers. We continue to invest in marketing, but temporarily and deliberately at a lower level to match the current jackpot situation. This has led to fewer, but still close to 544,000 new registered customers. It's a good number, but it's not the level we want it to be, and we are always exploring new channels, but the main driver, as said, is the jackpot situation, especially if you compare with the year before. Also, this is a key activity for management to scale up and down marketing, and we use different channel mix for every unique situation to create the maximum value of every marketing investment. This, of course, has an impact on the current year's profitability. Let's now talk about some further performance indicators. The CPL, or cost per lead, is at last year's level at around 28 euros. The increase in social media cost is mostly offset by the free customer we got during the vaccination campaign. And just to repeat what I said before, the customer we acquire in low jackpot situations are often more loyal, and the value these customers bring is typically higher, since we acquire customers that really want to play the lottery and not only hunt for the big jackpots. The monthly active users is just under 1 million, and I expect this to significantly rise again as soon as we have a more favorable jackpot situation. Average billing per user, meaning how much the customer is spending, is close to 57 euros, which indicates that the customers that do play spend a lot every month. Let's now talk about the proposed dividend for the year. As you may know, I am keen to optimize the capital structure of the company, and we have now taken further steps to improve it. This year, we have shifted out even more cash, in fact, more than double it, to reuse the excess cash that the company had without harming the growth initiatives. We're proposing to dividend out 1 euro as a basic dividend, and on top, 1.10 euro as a special dividend. This leads to 2.10 euros per share, returning 47 million to our shareholders. And of course, we undertake to constantly review the dividend policy in line with the financial performance of the company, and we will inform you as investors later this year of the future year's dividend. How about the outlook for the financial year? We are quite optimistic about our future, and we are expecting double-digit growth. The guidance for this year is that billings or transaction volume of at least 750 million euros. This means at least a 14% increase versus last year. Revenues of at least 105 million, which then means at least 21% increase versus last year. And EBITDA at least of 30 million, which then is at least 8% increase last year. However, if you would normalize for one-offs and the underspending in marketing, this would actually mean a 60% increase versus last year, showing the economy of scale business model when the top line grows and the bottom line will follow significantly in the same direction. All this is, of course, based on average jackpot for the year and a marketing investment of around 30 million. So let me finish off by summarizing the achievements of last year. Our profitability is significantly increased. We are planning to repay 47 million to the shareholders. We have made successful stock market withdrawal of LOTTO 24. We adapted our marketing measure to the respective market situation. and we continue to invest in future growth. And last but not least, we have stepped up our work regarding ESG, especially in light of sustainability, and you will hear more about this during the year. That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Since you watched this company video until the end, I'm guessing you like the video. That's probably because we work very hard to create the most engaging and value-added content possible for you. If you're a stock-listed company or corporation and want to find out how we at ZEAL FY can make a company video with and about you, please email us at community@zealfy.com.